Hello to you everybody people, and thanks to you for looking at my TV. I am very happy about that, but let us not waste time talking and we will go immediately to the next show.
On my far right is Bjorn Ulvaeus. Or as he would be in Midwestern America, Bjorn. It's always fun to have games played with your name, I know.
I love that.
Next to him is Frida Lingstedt. Agnetha Feldskog. I think I mean Agnetha. Yeah. And last and certainly least, always wanted to hear someone say that, is Benny Anderson. And these are the only members of the group who could show up today, so we kid each other a lot because we've known each other for well over 3 hours and having a wonderful time. I know this is really a dumb question to start with, but
Probably.
so I'll just skip to an even dumber one. Everybody would like to know how can I even put it? Why the tremendous appeal of your act? Not that they doubt it, but it is so colossal that I don't think there's ever been anything like it in the history of the music world. And let me put it this way. Do you understand what it is that ABBA has that, let's say, any 4 other musicians who would dearly love to be where you are would have to duplicate in order to get there? That's about as long-winded and silly a question as I've ever asked anyone.
Yeah, of course, there's no complete answer to that, because if there was, it would be terrible, wouldn't it?
I guess it would, and everybody'd be doing it, too.
Right.
Yeah.
It might have something to do with my face.
That
The way he hides,
Yes?
the way he hides his double chin behind that beard.
Is there a double chin behind that beard?
It is.
I think so.
I can see it from here. Frida.
Well, no, he probably made a good point there, though. Why and how, despite your face, would you like us to get serious now? For the moment, we can. One member of this group was a singing star at 17. And if I'm not wrong, is it Agnetha?
Well,
I don't know if I was at that, well, singing star, I wouldn't say, but I started when I was 18.
Yeah.
So maybe it was Frida.
Yes, I
I
started
don't
when
know.
I was 13, so it could have been me.
It could have been. Yeah. I can remember one of you talking about, in something I read, about the thrill of, it's probably happened to all of you at different times, the thrill of hearing your music played by real musicians the first time something you wrote is actually being rehearsed. Right?
That's what you experience the first time, really, in the studio, recording studio. When you've written something, and these guys with their violins and horns and stuff step in, and they actually start playing your melody. Yeah. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
That was really a big kick for me, at least, I remember. Because I started to write songs when I was just 5 years. And when I should do my first record, there was a lot of men sitting and playing their violins with a song that I had been writing. And that was a very big experience for me.
That must be a thrill. I guess for a playwright, hearing his play rehearsed for the first time.
My song.
Right. Do you all write? By that I mean, can you all literally compose on
On a sheet? You know?
Yeah.
None of us.
None of you write music, or?
Not write or read music.
I read music, but I don't write it.
Well, how is it possible to...
You look surprised.
Do I have the wrong 4 people here?
No, but actually that's probably a good method, because then you have to store everything up here, you know. Everything you write.
Where is it?
Everything up here. There's something up here. And everything that's worth saving, it stays, it sticks, you know.
Yeah.
It can be there for years. And then it's probably worth listening to as well. Whereas if you write it down immediately, it could be a heap of rubbish, really.
Well, Bjorn, could you describe, if we could sneak into the little hideaway cabin or whatever it is where you work on that little island somewhere where where the 2 men compose, write, or whatever you call what you do, what would we see happening in there? 2 people humming, or?
Well, if you're referring to that island, it's a very small cottage. It's a piano out of tune usually, and a guitar in tune.
That's a secret.
And then we just sit around playing with chords, playing with rhythms, singing some kind of pidgin English, you know, just the sound of English. And we can do that for hours and hours and hours. And hopefully, eventually something comes out that's, you know, something to keep on working with. That's the whole thing, really.
What's the last time any of you had your knickers fall down while you were singing?
That was me.
Oh, are you the only one that's happened to so
but
far?
I was only...
This was last summer?
I was only...
Oh, wait, this is a true story.
I was only 5 years old, so I'm excused.
No, that's right.
You'd be excused now, too.
Still a cheap way to get a laugh, even at 5.
Yeah. But that is actually true.
What happened? You were
I
in the
don't
middle
remember it myself, but my mother used to, or she tells me every time I meet her, about that. And I was just 5 years old, and my father was a showman, in a way, you could say. He worked very much with theaters, and so in the middle of Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a little girl, and I had the opportunity to stay on a stage and sing Billy Boy.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, where have you been?
Billy Boy, Billy Boy. And suddenly I felt my trousers. I had a very short dress with spetsar, laces on. And also the trousers were with laces. And I suddenly felt they were coming, you know. And I didn't know what to do. I was just standing there, and they fell down all the way.
Has ABBA made it easier in any way for, I guess what you'd call foreign groups to break into the international music world? It seemed like everything came from America or England, and if you weren't one of those, forget it. And suddenly...
I don't know. You would have thought it would make it easier for a lot of groups, foreign groups, as you say, but looking back now, I don't see much that has really happened, which is not non-Anglo-Saxon, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't got my face.
No, they haven't. But you got German-based groups like Boney M, but they're still from Jamaica or something like that. They're not really Germans.
So how do you all explain the fact that you haven't been involved in lurid sex scandals and horrid crimes and destructions of the Plaza Suite?
Very smart at hiding it.
Stuff like that. Is that because you have the good name of a herring company to uphold, or?
We have a staff of people with us on tour that, you know, work with these things, smashing up of hotel rooms and all that.
Well, they clean them up afterwards?
Yeah, they clean them up and hide it from the press and everything.
I see.
No, but really, I think that has to do with what we said earlier about staying in the reality. I mean, if things like this happens when you're not grown up, but it's still a little bit older than 17, 18 years old, it's easier to behave like a normal person if you have families and if you know what you like and enjoy very much in life. That is also one of the facts that we tour very seldom.
Yeah, you don't like touring, do you?
Not very much, no.
Not too often, though.
Why not? Most people would think that would be part of the fun of the life, would be to go to world capitals and you were cheered to the echo in Australia and all of that.
It was from the beginning, but after a while, when you have been traveling a lot, it's not funny anymore. You get tired of the hotel rooms and airports and not be able to go out because of the fans are surrounding the hotels and things like that. It makes you feel kind of lonely.
Yeah.
It's also very tiresome to travel that much, to change the time all the time and all that.
I think preferably you should be a born exhibitionist.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Bjorn?
I think preferably you should be a born exhibitionist like Rod Stewart or something like that. To enjoy yourself night after night.
Or me?
I didn't say that.
No, but you pointed one of your chins at me. Oh, well, I don't know what else to say. Well, what should we do now for fun?
Mud wrestling.
That's a great idea.
I've always wanted to do that, you know.
Did you remember did you bring the mud?
Yeah, I got a man outside.
I forgot mine. I don't know exactly what we could do at this point. There's a bunch of... Oh, I know. I have a song I think you all ought to do, if they have any more time. This is... because I noticed you're wearing Western boots, and that you sometimes do. Do you all know Don't Fence Me In?
Maybe.
I'm not sure about that.
You don't know Don't Fence Me In?
Well, I've heard it, but I'm...
You know, oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in.
Låt mig ströva kring i solens ljus. Lås mig in. Låt mig slippa att vara i detta gråa hus. Lås mig in. Värdelösaste tyglar man kör mig som bäst. Där är vi likadana, jag och min häst.
What a lyric.
Där jag bara är.
What is that?
En ovälkommen. Ge mig en chans.
They aren't kidding. They can't read music. No, that's very good.
I don't remember it in Swedish.
What is it saying in Swedish?
Well, it says at one point here that me and my horse, we're the same.
Well, that must be interesting.
Yeah.
Would you do it? Let me see how it sounds in English with you doing it.
Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please. Don't fence me in.
Not.
That is the end now. But I would like this opportunity of thanking you for the watching, and if you want more watchings of video, then please subscribe.